amesoma na yuko mjini anatafuta maisha na amefika vijijini pale kutembelea wazazi, alafu baadaye anatembea hivi afika kwa hoteli pale, ameitisha chai anakunywa, kuna kwamba dunia inakaa namna gani, anaelezwa kwanza vile sasa roba huku sasa nunua hasa biashara iko kwa mazishi watu walicheka, anasema kwamba we all laughed, but there was truth in his words. It wasn't just a joke, it was a reflection of how life has changed. When you go to the village, you'll see how things are changing. The village is modernizing faster. People are buying, building, and connecting. Yet beneath it all, there is a reminder that life itself remains fragile. What is life all about? What is life? Sometimes you leave the village with mixed feelings, proud of the progress, but also reminded of how much we still need to value life beyond the things we buy pole pole. We have to value life. Can you value life this morning? To go with the Chemsha. You are struggling to get money to go to the US, you are struggling to get money to go to Australia, you are struggling to get money to go to England, to Germany, to China, to wherever you want to go. You are struggling to get life. You are putting life in order. It is good, but can you value life? Can you value life? Can you value life? After this life, sometimes you value what you have. You value it more than the day you are seated and maybe you're having a conversation with other people. Sometimes you have to value life. Those people are in the US, when they are in the US, ukiwauliza wako US, wanatamani Afrika. Walio Afrika wanatamani kwenda US. Walio kwenye maeneo ya Australia wanatamani kwa Afrika. You see that kuna wale ambao wanatamani kuoa mzungu, kuna wale ambao wanatamani kuolewa na Mwafrika na ni wazungu. They want to be married to Nigerians. What is all? Ask yourself a question like that in the morning. We live in a time where appearance and status of no growth, but the beauty fades. What? Build yourself up. Because resilient. But for the opportunity that God has given me to be there for you, to see a life in another angle. Today, and when the sun is on, I just keep quiet and you think that I'm just okay, but inside I was crying. That sometimes you find all the friends and relatives are uniting in a bar. you've never met even for decades. They to you can share the and here you find sometimes an angle. You just say, give me your is there sometimes you find someone is quietly dressed in a plain, maybe in a plain shirt and worn shoes. No good. He looked like who will walk in from the shamba. Yet, in Mombasa, in Ukunda, and so on, and so forth, and so on. Maybe he's in the overseas, in the US. And those who have money, you brush them off. But what's all about life? Is it life of whole salaries, whole cars, whole apartments? Sometimes you find Nairobi and other cities, maybe in Dar es Salaam, in Dodoma, maybe in Kampala, is a promising ground for so many people who want to maybe to other countries, other nations. You have through your capital city. So you are very well, but it is something that you when you earn it equivalent to bills. You can find maybe someone like someone who's so outspoken. Sometimes you study hard, get a job, succeed, and that's what our parents want. Success isn't a straight line. Sometimes you find in Nairobi and other capital cities is full of professors living like pupas. Some he got and sometimes you find someone who maybe his eyes carried a weight of regret. And sometimes when you talk to this person, maybe so confused about life, humanizing and alcoholism. They, when they, they, and you find these people with the truth. Discipline in business will give you a glory that discipline in employment cannot. That discipline in business can give you can give you discipline in business will give you a glory that business discipline in employment cannot. But business is a jealousy partner. It will demand 80% of you. You never. tuka because with that, I with the friends who it is teamwork to have people who can partner with you in your ideas, who can think that you're thinking. It's not something that is easy. It is teamwork. So we we've got so it's not, it's not, it's not, so to receive such a favor, but me to be who I am today. But so and sometimes when you go to the village, you see things that you see life in a different perspective. You see life in another way. You see life, you become a people. You can bend it in your favor. So, but you have to move on. You have to move on. More. And sometimes you ask yourself, what inside the mind? And you have the God is not waiting for you to get rich. Maybe it's waiting. Obedience, obedience of unlock or overflow. Let me end there. Yeah. What Chemsha Bongo hii. Yeah. Nimekuchemsha bongo kwa sababu nahitaji uweze kuweza kuchanuka akili yako. Tembea. Fika vijijini kule ambako umetoka kule. Unaweza kubadilika. Unapata neema kwenda India ama labda ni China. When you travel inafunguka mawazo, unasoma vitu. Sometimes unaweza kosa visa ya kutravel, bali unaweza kusoma kwenye mtandao sasa hivi. Hii ya Good Morning Africa, Chemsha Bongo, hii video hii inakupa nafasi ya kufunga akili yako sana, kwa sababu kuna watu ambao hawapendi kutembea, but it is good to kutembea. Tembea, jua dunia inakaa namna gani. Hiyo ndio Chemsha Bongo. Tembea.